It is the final night here in the great Madison Square Garden, the final night here in the World Cup of Professional Wrestling. All roads lead to WrestleMania Las Vegas, where the final of this great tournament will take place. But first, we need to find out who is going to take that last semi-final spot. It's time for the wild card triple threat match. This one was recorded yesterday, and it's none other than Project who sat in the hot seat. Let's see who goes through.
We started night one with 3 groups of 3 men. Now 3 remain for one final hope of joining the semi-finals. And the difference is, well, one of the biggest ones, this man. When the nights rolled around and Kyle O'Reilly was in action, it was a joy to watch him. He felt different, he felt like he belonged in this tournament, and he felt as if he wasn't a member of the Undisputed Era. But that all changed at TakeOver, didn't it? Everything has changed since then, and you can hear it, 1 from the reaction, and 2 from the theme. Gone is lightning and thunder. It is clear where Kyle O'Reilly's allegiances are now. It is not to Canada in this moment, but it feels as if it is to the Undisputed Era. There stands the reason why Adam Cole is still NXT champion. And could he be the reason for why Canada ends up in the semi-finals? It is going to be a very interesting battle here between these 3 nations. 3 different styles, but all of them hit as hard as one another. And a man who maybe was cast aside after the first time around, was maybe looked over for other members in this tournament. A man who may be the outlying factor in this one, but Mr. Consistency perhaps, is the Celtic Warrior. He has never felt as if he has stood out in this tournament. He has never felt as if he was floundering in this tournament. He has felt as if he has been a constant. But that upset that Akira Tozawa scored all over him changed Sheamus' game plan. It changes from heading into this match with an air of confidence and exuberance to an air heading into this match that maybe the Celtic Warrior has sort of lost his edge, has sort of lost what got him to that success in the tournament in early days. Because that upset for Tozawa would have taken Sheamus from perhaps favorite in this match, if not a borderline favorite with Kyle O'Reilly, to, even though he is the biggest and the toughest in this contest, to almost feeling like the outsider. But there's one thing you never do when you're in the ring with Sheamus. You never count him out. You never put him down, because you know if you do, the bro kick is going to be drilled into your face, and Sheamus will find himself in the semi-finals. But there's one thing that neither of these men have had compared to this man, and that is the story of the tournament. The Bruiserweight, with the comeback of the tournament so far. 0-2 after the first round, and now the man who, even though he displaced my beloved Mark Andrews and my beloved nation of Wales, there's an air to him, especially after TakeOver, that he's the one you want to side with, that you want to see Pete Dunne succeed. He changed his look, he toned up and slimmed down, because he was so committed to this tournament, and the difference it made was palpable. He beat Mark Andrews, he beat Angel Garza, and he went from being the shock for all the wrong reasons of the tournament to being the comeback star of this tournament. And now he stands across from these 2 men with the hopes that St. George is going to the semi-finals. So here they are. Elimination rules apply. It is Canada, Ireland, and England. And immediately we have got An incredible display of submission prowess from Kyle O'Reilly being locked in already in this thing. O'Reilly trying to put this thing away, trying to get done out of the tournament maybe as soon as he can. Not to be the case, we get a clean break there from those two, and now they continue fighting. Meanwhile, Sheamus just sort of stands back and watches on. Brow kick! Dunne is down already! And Sheamus has now decided that he's going to turn things up in this matchup. Pete Dunne trying to recover already from what just happened there. Back up to a vertical basis, and surprisingly, it is Kyle O'Reilly who has caught the ire of the representative of Ireland, but now Sheamus has turned up the heat factor. O'Reilly comes charging in, but gets nothing. But throats into the ropes there. Sheamus. I was talking about that loss to Akira Tozawa. If you wanted my bet, it looked as if it has riled up the Celtic Warrior. It has brought that anger out of him. And he is turning it onto both men in this one. Went for a big knee there. O'Reilly moves out of the way from behind. Big leaping lariat. Dunne rolled out of the ring after that fallaway slam. And now it is O'Reilly and Sheamus doing battle with one another here. Because even though Dunne is outside of the ring, he can still stay in this contest. You have to be pinned or submitted, and then you are eliminated from this contest. And look at O'Reilly. When we saw this edge from him, as he's going after the ankle here, ankle lock on Sheamus. When we saw this edge from him in earlier days in the tournament, it was because of his prowess as an athlete. It was because we all knew the talent that Kyle O'Reilly had. Now you almost feel as if it's that side of the Undisputed Era about to bro kick attempt, counter by O'Reilly from behind. Oh, Tiger suplex, and Sheamus is folded inside and out. O'Reilly with a takedown, open-handed palm strike. Sheamus trying to cover up as best as he can, but those strikes come raining in, and O'Reilly and Sheamus having a ding-dong so far. And we are seeing that Undisputed Era side of Kyle O'Reilly now. And like I said, this is not a side of him where you look at it and just think, oh, this is what the athlete is made of. It's a side where you realize this is what the Undisputed Era is all about. Beating people down and hurting them. But Pete Dunne has other suggestions. Bruiserweight back in the ring. And an attire on him that very much reminds me of an old kit from the English football team, but a beautiful powerbomb takes down O'Reilly there. Dunne now in, trying to control the ring, trying to keep both men down as best as he can. Sheamus taking down with the back suplex, and he'll roll out of the ring. He's taking a bit of a beating in this one. O'Reilly in trouble now, triangle armbar stitched in. Look at the stretch and the torque that Pete Dunne's got on it. Referee in a great position if O'Reilly looks to make the tap, but I don't think he ever would. Check that out from O'Reilly. Great strength there. Sheamus back in the ring quickly. Saito suplex. Down goes O'Reilly. Sheamus now up on the shoulders is Dunne rather. Great counter from Dunne into that reverse DDT. Opening maybe for Pete Dunne if he can make the most of it. O'Reilly's down. It's chance for Dunne to put a statement on this matchup, because I have to admit, so far, I would say the momentum, if ever there is an air of it, is with Kyle O'Reilly. And O'Reilly counters Pete Dunne, and Dunne is in trouble. Dunne and Sheamus crashing into one another. And O'Reilly will take full advantage again, back to the leg of Sheamus. And why wouldn't he? Take out that bro kick. Take out the ability for Sheamus to finish this contest off, and in the meantime, O'Reilly can look to try and tap out the Celtic Warrior. It is locked in right now, and every time that Sheamus tries to move, O'Reilly just talks it up, adds some hurt onto it. But let's go as Dunne gets back in the ring. Series of kicks. Dunne though puts the boot to him, and the Bruiserweight getting a little underhanded, using all of his offense to him, and stomps O'Reilly's head into the mat. All action from all sides here. We haven't seen a double team move or anything of the sorts. They've been going wholeheartedly after one another with every chance they've had. Sit up, power bomb, kick out at two. Seen a lot of submissions in this contest, but barely any pinfalls. That one gets the counter too. Sheamus keeps himself in it, but it is Dunne now, who has O'Reilly. O'Reilly, the body blow, gets himself back to breathe, a bit of breathing room. KTFO! Down goes Dunne, out goes Dunne. And a Saito suplex. Sheamus talked about you never count him out, but the dude is taking a beating in this one. Neckbreaker. And I would say you have to pin this on Akira Tozawa. I think Tozawa has massively misplaced the confidence within the Celtic Warrior. Here we go. Up. Brain Buster. Cover from O'Reilly. And oh, Sheamus kicks at it too. And we were almost down to Canada versus England right there and then. Look at O'Reilly though, kicking away at the legs, and now the axe and smash combination takes him down. Sheamus has got to pull out something now, or he's out of this thing. I hate to say it, but it almost feels as if you can count out the Celtic Warrior already, and I do not want to say that at all. But O'Reilly has been all over this man, and he's winding it up. Oh, this Dunne! Oh! O'Reilly came charging in, but Dunne was there to strike. Oh, Sheamus though fights himself up. Can he get back up to a vertical basis? Has to counter Dunne twice there to get back up to his feet. Pro kick attempt. Dunne moved out of the way. Larry in the back of the head. Sheamus is taking a beating. It has not been a good ride for Sheamus, and it ain't gonna get any better. X-Plex from Dunne. O'Reilly though, back in the ring. Double underhook suplex, and this is a staple of Kyle O'Reilly. Double underhooks into the DDT. And Dunne, as soon as he got back in the ring, is back out of it. Is it going to be another one? Brain Buster from O'Reilly again. Pledge Sheamus. We're down to 2. The Celtic Warrior absolutely, systematically destroyed in this thing. But now it is Canada and England for the chance to make it in to that saloon. There is room for one more at the bar of the World Cup. Who will join Croatia, Mexico, and the United States of America? We are about to get the answer. It's another triangle armbar from Kyle O'Reilly. In trouble yet again is the submission expert, the bruiserweight, trying to create the comeback of the tournament. But O'Reilly has him yet again and drives him into the mat. These guys are giving it everything to beat the other. Axe and smash combo again. Dunne does nothing for it. Oh no, trouble abound. Armageddon! Armageddon is applied from O'Reilly. Dunne can see the ropes, but he can't reach them. But he doesn't need them. He breaks his way out of that one. Incredible from Pete Dunne. Knee in the gut there from O'Reilly. And again, goes back to that combination. And once again, there is nothing Pete Dunne can do about it. But this time, he can ease his way back up to a vertical basis when he's down on the mat. And the counters are coming thick and fast now. Dunne, he's got him. X-Plex, no counter for that one. Cover, is it done in the semi-finals? No. They are giving it everything for their nations. But you feel as if Kyle O'Reilly has an added element, not only to do it for Canada, but for the Undisputed Era as well. Can he hang on in there? Or will Pete Dunne be able to outlast the brutal devastation that is the offense of Kyle O'Reilly right now? Raking the boot across the face, full head of steam. Oh, paintbrushed him with that one. Down and maybe out is the Bruiserweight. He's up on his feet, but the lights don't look there right now. And O'Reilly punishing the body. Guillotine! Look at the torque on that one! Has O'Reilly done enough for redemption to get to the semi-finals? Done! He's breaking his way out of it! He won't give in! He will not! And he cannot! Bitter and no! Dragon suplex instead! A move that has failed him so often in this tournament. He found success with it, but the failure has reared its head once again, and it has let Pete Dunne down when he needed it. Now, more than ever. O'Reilly sees the chance, talks back on the arms. European clutch will follow up after it. No, he's just going to do damage to the arms. Usually you see O'Reilly go for the roll-up after to try and put the contest away. What is going on? Yeah. O'Reilly seemed to be in the driver's seat, but his confidence got shaken for a moment. Maybe by a familiar face, and it's created the opening for Pete Dunne. X-Plex once more from Dunne. From out on his feet to standing tall. Better end. 1, 2. Redemption for Pete Dunne. The Bruiserweight is going to the semi-finals. This was O'Reilly's contest for the longest time. Eliminated SHEAMUS. The bitter end let him down. And it looked as if it was O'Reilly's time to put it all away, to finish it off with that flickering of the lights. It took the air out of O'Reilly for a second, and 1 second was all Pete Dunne needed. X-Plex, bitter end, and St. George goes from the embarrassment of the tournament to the story of it all. 4 countries remain, and Pete Dunne rounds off the field. England is in the semi-finals. Your winner, Pete Dunne.
So Pete Dunne advances through, and here are the final brackets for the semi-finals. 2 matches tonight to find out who heads to WrestleMania. Drew Gulak versus Pete Dunne, and Angel Garza versus Dominik Dijakovic. Let's hear from our first combatants tonight. The stage is set. Sold out from the front to the back. Inside Madison Square Garden. It's time for the 2 semi-final matches. Kicking it off with Angel Garza versus Dominik Dijakovic. And ladies and gentlemen, these 2 men both made their debuts in WWE here. Neither man has a brand. Neither man is officially affiliated with either Raw, SmackDown or NXT. And well, this is quite the showing for both men, and quite the way to add a few zeros to that potential paycheck, no doubt. All parties will be interested, but there's only one interest of Angel Garza right now, and that is this man, Dominik Dijakovic, the only man in the tournament that is undefeated. But that doesn't mean he isn't wounded. The knee brace on that left knee is going to tell the story, ladies and gentlemen. It is an accumulation of the battles, but most notably, Kyle O'Reilly, who, as we just saw last night, he was very mysteriously distracted, but I don't think it's too much of a mystery who was potentially watching that match. But the whole world's eyes are on this match. Dominik Dijakovic, as I said, it's kind of a bullseye on that left knee. Kyle O'Reilly locked in that knee bar, and it was a devastating enough to force Dijakovic into maybe carrying quite a serious injury throughout the rest of this tournament. And, well, the rest of this tournament could be as short as tonight, because here live in Madison Square Garden, ladies and gentlemen, we have a fit and firing Angel Garza, who has been absolutely on fire. Victories over Pete Dunne, and of course, an incredible win over Mark Andrews. And this is going to be an interesting contrast of styles, because you have the very distinct power advantage going to Dominik Dijakovic. The physical advantage is all there, but how much of that knee is Angel Garza going to try and take care of tonight? This is going to be a hell of a battle, ladies and gentlemen. Semi-final number one about to get underway. Dijakovic and Garza underway inside Madison Square Garden. They circle around, and straight away Dijakovic going after him. And look at this, straight away he gets him down to one knee here after going straight after that left knee. And Angel Garza is taking it to Dijakovic straight away. This is absolutely brilliant. And as we said, it is an absolute bullseye. You've got to do anything you can in this tournament to get through. All of these men are wounded. All of these men are hurting, but perhaps none more than Dominik Dijakovic in that knee at the moment, as Garza has just directly assaulted that knee already. You got to say, it is the only tactic you really need to worry about. Chop down this giant's knee, and Garza has already got him grounded. That is something that early in this tournament, all of these competitors that have faced Dominik Dijakovic really struggled with. They couldn't get the big man down, but now with that bullseye on his knee, look at this, he lets go of the chin lock, and now he's going straight after the knee again. Dijakovic is trying to grab for it. This match could be over very shortly here. Angel Garza is hammering away on that knee. It is a direct message to Dominik Dijakovic that perhaps he needs to come up with a different kind of plan, but there's no plan for this. You can't do anything, you just got to try and fight through it. Dijakovic with the power. He used that opposite leg to try and get him out of the way, and that's exactly what he's done. This is just panic stations for Dominik Dijakovic right now. But now he has somewhat wrestled back a little bit of control in this match, and this is what Dijakovic is going to have to do. What's he doing here? Dijakovic so athletic, and he uses that opposite leg again. Dijakovic is going to need to stay on him here. You've got to almost try and finish the match right now, because if Garza gets an opportunity to get back on that knee, he's in big trouble. Beautiful gut wrench there from Dijakovic. He is taking it to Garza, and now he's going to try and reverse this momentum here, and he picks him up, and a reverse DDT slams him down, picks it perfect down into the cover, trying to end it early here, and that's quite smart. You want to get through as unscathed as you can for that final in Vegas at WrestleMania. Dijakovic sending him into the corner, and oh, look at this, the speed advantage again. Garza out of the way, and then straight back to the knee, and immediately drops down. That knee has become a real target, and so it should, because it's working at the moment. And look at this, Garza not worried about any other part of the body. Garza is going after that knee, and that knee only, and it's a brilliant strategy, and it's the only strategy that you could consider in a situation like this. Garza going straight after it. Garza just targeting it. Look at this. And again. And look at him writhing around in pain here. Dijakovic. It's been the story of the tournament alongside Pete Dunne, who we also saw go through to the semi-final. He'll face Gulak here in a moment. And this is just an absolute demolition of that knee. And what if Dijakovic even gets through? What is going to be left of that knee? And then you've got to think about the final will be against absolute technical specialists in either Pete Dunne or Drew Gulak. Dijakovic, though, he's stoic, he's strong, he's going to keep fighting here, and that's what he's doing. And every shot that he lands on Garza is almost double the amount of damage that Garza would land on Dijakovic because of the size difference, this power advantage. Oh no, Garza caught the leg again, and the Dragon Screw takes him down. And this has just been a brilliant strategy. But it's an obvious strategy, yes, of course, it's an obvious strategy. But Dijakovic hasn't come up against someone the likes of this guy. And look out, no, trying to take him out over the top rope. Dijakovic throws those legs. Just so powerful, so good, so strong. So hard to topple, and Dijakovic is saying, I ain't going anywhere. As Garza gets back up to his feet, and Garza's talking a bit of trash here. Oh, look out. Took him out with a clothesline. Now, Garza looks for a clothesline of his own, bounces off the ropes, and up he goes. Up and down he goes. Now, look out. That was, brilliant counter. Absolutely brilliant counter from Angel Garza. The momentum was being built by Dijakovic, but now he's set in, and look out. Boom! Back elbow into Guri combination. Takes down the big man. Garza has been able to cut him down to size. Caught the leg though. This is the power! He lands the power bomb. And all of a sudden Garza is in a world of trouble here, but no, he snakes out the back. Brilliantly done. Brilliantly done, Angel Garza, and now he's going to go high rent. So much on the line, a spot on that card at WrestleMania, the front splash. Saves of the late great Eddie Guerrero. An absolute inspiration for Angel Garza, but it wasn't inspiring enough to get the 3 counts. He points to the sky. And now Garza is lining him up, massive clothesline. Dijakovic is reeling. We've really seen him in this. Oh no, he swept the leg out of the way. Oh my God. Massive shot bounces off the jaw of Angel Garza. And the right hands are following, and they are rocking Garza here. Dijakovic is barely even human, and he rolls the dice. He rolls him straight through, over into the cover 1. Oh, and he got the foot of the ropes, didn't even allow a 2 counts. Not taking any risks, get your feet on the ropes as quickly as you possibly can. And now Dijakovic collapses him against the rope and now sends him through the middle. And Dijakovic is building a full head of steam here. Look at this, Dijakovic! He is a hybrid athlete of the highest order. And the reason he is the unbackable favourite in this tournament. And here comes Dijakovic off the apron this time. They are in raptures inside Madison Square Garden. Dijakovic now puts him inside the ring. He is down, he is out, but oh my God, what a counter from Angel Garza. Garza with an unbelievable counter, and now Garza sends him into the corner. Garza's building a head of steam here. This is extraordinary. Garza has got him up the top. Garza has him where he wants him. What the hell is he thinking? Surely he can't. Not a man that size. Spanish fly from the top rope. 1, 2. Garza's going to WrestleMania. No. Garza. The fighting spirit. Dijakovic popped up. Unbelievable. And here he comes again. Angel Garza in big trouble, spine on the pine. Garza lining him up. Garza lining him up now. You're in big trouble, Angel. Oh. Death Valley driver. And it could be death to Garza in a matter of moments. Discus boot to the jaw. 1, 2. No! Absolutely extraordinary battle. Oh my God. A battle of attrition. A spot in the final at WrestleMania is on the line. Oh my God. He caught him. He caught him. Delivered a backbreaker. And now Garza sends him into the corner. And Garza is hammering away at the big man. Trying to chop him down. But he's throwing it straight back. Dijakovic and Garza are going toe-to-toe in the corner here. It is a battle of attrition. But no. Out of the way. He just powers him up. And Dominic Dijakovic is on the verge here. No. Garza got out of the way. No. Dijakovic stopped him. Dijakovic stopped him on the top rope. And Dijakovic just muscles him up. Surely not. Feast your eyes. Dijakovic muscled him off the top rope. Feast your eyes. And you can damn well feast your eyes on our first finalist. Dijakovic is going to WrestleMania. What a battle. It came down to the finest of margins. Look at that. So late in the match to be able to pick a man up of that size. But look at this. It's just the power in the end. He just muscles him up to the top. And just when it seemed as though Angel Garza was going to come up with the ultimate counter here, looking for the high rents, he got knocked onto the top rope, and Dijakovic just muscles him through. Boom! Feast your eyes on your first finalist. What a match! What a contest! And what a first finalist! Dominic Dijakovic is still undefeated since arriving here, and he could well be purely unstoppable. It is official. Garza eliminated right at the final hurdle. Dominic Dijakovic advances through to WrestleMania and the final of the World Cup of Professional Wrestling. But now, it's time for semi-final number 2. We heard from both Pete Dunne and Drew Gulak just moments ago. One man is through. It's time to see who makes up the final 2. It has been a battle of attrition throughout this whole tournament. And this man innovated the whole thing. This whole thing was Drew Gulak's brainchild. He pulled it all together. And now he fights not only for himself and his idea, but he fights for the United States of America. Drew Gulak has had one of the most solid runs throughout this competition. Yes, he got caught by SHEAMUS. A tough loss for him there, but he has been nothing but dominance. Almost the polar opposite experience for the man from England. Pete Dunne lost his first 2 matches in this tournament. And as Pro Jake rightly pointed out earlier, this man has the story of the tournament. The comeback king. And England could not be better represented by Pete Dunne. Very, very narrowly we saw this group that Pete Dunne was in. Well, it was Mark Andrews who was the unlucky one who fell short. And it looked as though that was going to be Pete Dunne the whole way through, but Pete Dunne rescued his tournament. He went away, he cut weight. He came back a leaner, meaner machine. And he has come back to the fold and potentially come back to the final. Dominik Dijakovic is through, and as we mentioned earlier, that knee will be a target. And who better than either Pete Dunne or Drew Gulak to exploit it? But who is it going to be? Gulak or Dunne? England or the USA? We are underway. Who is going to go to WrestleMania? Settle in. I hope you bought a packed lunch, ladies and gentlemen, because this one is going to be a masterclass that could go for a long time. Both of these men are absolute specialists in their craft. You see a very interesting bit of kinesio tape on the shoulder of Pete Dunne. That must have been an injury that he has sustained at some point through the tournament, perhaps in that last match that he had. And look at this already straight away, getting grounded here by Drew Gulak. Both of these men, absolute mat specialists here. And Dunne, well, he's throwing that elbow pretty freely here at the moment. Dunne going straight after Drew Gulak. They link up again. Very physical start, competitive start to this match. Gulak and Dunne, the USA versus England. We saw earlier, Dunne had to wrestle last night in this very building. Pro Jake with the phenomenal coverage. We thank him for that. And it was a grueling match. It really was. He went toe-to-toe with Kyle O'Reilly in that devastating loss for Kyle O'Reilly at the hands of, well, I think we know who. But it was Pete Dunne who was able to take advantage of the situation, and O'Reilly bows out. Pete Dunne is already trying to take it here. Look at this, looking for the early submission here now. Pete Dunne, the triangle in here. The triangle is in on Drew Gulak, but Gulak immediately, look at this, he immediately gets to his feet and powers him out. And Pete Dunne is at a distinct disadvantage, as you should be. If you finish second in your group, there should be an advantage for topping your group, much like Drew Gulak did, much like Dominik Dijakovic and Angel Garza did. Already Gulak is looking at that arm, he's going straight after it here. He knows what he's doing, Drew Gulak, and this is exactly what Drew Gulak could potentially be doing to Dominik Dijakovic in the final. But Pete Dunne, he's a mat specialist as well. If you've got a submission, he's got a counter, that's for sure. And look at this straight away. Using his own leverage against him, takes the arm down. Now he's burying that fist right in the back of the head and then stomping on the lower back. Pete Dunne, he can pick a limb as well. Either one of these matches is absolutely a huge challenge for Dominik Dijakovic. Look at how they manipulate the arm. Look at how they manipulate the legs in this match. Dijakovic clearly injured. Pete Dunne probably has a minor injury to that shoulder, but Dijakovic is pretty much limping into the final, and either one of these men can exploit it. We saw Drew Gulak, he has a history within this tournament alone. Akira Tozawa, his tournament was almost ended purely at the hands of this man. But look at this, Pete Dunne, he's clearly got some power through that shoulder as he slams him down, sit out powerbomb style, deadlift style, 1 count. Drew Gulak an absolute submission specialist, particularly with that arm. He's brought that arm bar in. Oh my, going after that, the other arm here, but now he's going straight back to it. It's almost as if you don't want to tape it up, but you might lose the freedom of the movement if you don't tape it up, if you don't take care of that arm. You might not be able to use it properly, but it is a target. You're almost better off not even taping it up and just going out there and giving it a run. And look at this, straight down onto the arm again. Gulak, he is absolutely devastating in this position, and he is really honing in on that arm. And this is what could be in the future of Dominik Dijakovic. He went for it again, but Dunne able to lock up and able to get some separation. But again, Drew Gulak yet again, he is going after it. And can you blame this man? I don't think he cares which arm he goes for. He'll take them both down, because he knows that if he can get you in that armbar, it is all over as Gulak muscles him over, snap suplex, floats over into the cover, hand over the eyes, so he can't even see what he's doing here. He gets the hand over the mouth, over the eyes, going for the armbar again here, going for the armbar on that clearly injured arm. He is trying to get that submission locked in and trying to end this as quickly as possible. We've seen him do the exact same thing to Tozawa, but I tell you what, Pete Dunne wound that up, landed that shot. That scored. If there was judges in this contest, that scored. Now Dunne throws him to the outside. No, Dunne, he's going to hold him there. He's got him tied up. This is not where you want to be if you're Gulak, and this is really clinical Dunne style here. Pete Dunne seemingly thrown away a little bit of that mat-based stuff, and he's going a little bit more gritty. He's changed up the game plan on the fly here, and he's had to do that this whole tournament. He came in, lost his first 2 matches, went away, leaned up, got fitter, came back a different kind of specimen, and now Pete Dunne seems to have the gas tank to go all the way here, and he's really taking it all the way to Drew Gulak here. Down into the cover. Referee, I think he was checking if his hand was underneath the rope. It wasn't. I don't know whether that would have been a 3 anyway, but certainly garnered a 1 count because of the hesitation from the referee. But Pete Dunne again, making Drew Gulak carry his weight. Very tactical wrestling match at the moment. So much on the line. Neither man wants to make a mistake, but again, Gulak, so brilliant off his back. That's what you want to see if you are a Drew Gulak fan or you're from the United States, and he just slams him onto that shoulder. And Pete Dunne is holding that shoulder. He slammed him down on the shoulder, and Pete Dunne is in some big trouble. Oh my God, running through, and Gulak, this is clinical Gulak. Shot to the back of the head. Shot to the back of the head. That could well be enough. That could be a flash knockout right to the back of the head. Oh! Pete Dunne finds it within himself to kick out, getting already into that deep water between these two here. It's been an arduous tournament, and again, look at him, sauntering around. He knows exactly what he's doing, going straight after that arm again. If it was a minor injury, it is perhaps a major one now. Gulak, stomping on the gut here. Stomping on the gut, and shot to the back, and it's just really getting into that territory now, isn't it? And you can see Gulak, he is everything focused on that arm now. He's going to grab the other one. He's reaching it back as well. And that is not ideal if you have an injured shoulder like Pete Dunne. Oh, there ain't nothing technical about that. That was just a paintbrush to the face to let him know where he is. And now all done. I think that might have fired up Pete Dunne here. That might have fired him up, and you can see the vitriol in his face here as he is raking that elbow right across the bridge of Drew Gulak's nose. And now look at this, Dunne is biting the hand. Biting the hand of Drew Gulak, but now he's saying, I'm going to take your arm. I'm going to take your arm now. Oh, hyperextending that elbow. Not ideal from the perspective of Gulak. He could be in some big trouble. Oh, Gulak is in big trouble. It's time for the bitter end. No, out of the way, out of the way. Gulak picked him up. Oh, electric chair drop. He had the arms crossed over as well, putting a little bit extra torque on that shoulder. He's always thinking. Gulak sends him to the outside, purely just to bring him back in. And now Gulak's calling him on. Gulak's calling him on now. And Gulak picks him up. What is this? Oh, slams him down. And he's got that arm torque. Oh, look at the torque on the arm and the leg at the same time. Gulak ain't done there though. He's a master of manipulation. You know he ain't going to stop. Gulak taking the arm, flips him through. Oh my goodness me. Going straight to the arm, he might even break that wrist as well. Gulak looking, hunting, desperately seeking that submission here. Gulak has it locked in. Oh, Dunne, absolutely brilliant counter. Brilliant counter from Pete Dunne. Brilliant counter from Pete Dunne, and Dunne's going to turn it into a submission of his own here, using the opposite arm to hold it. Using the opposite arm to hold it, Pete Dunne trying to get the submission victory here. But no, Gulak gets the separation again at Dunne, trying to pick himself up, but Gulak ain't going to let him pick himself up. He'll get him up himself and then knock him straight back down. Gulak is getting desperate now, you can feel it in the stadium. Gulak cleans him out. Discus clothesline. Bounces off the throat of Pete Dunne. That's got to be it, surely. But Dunne picks the shoulder up off the canvas. It is a battle of attrition, much like this whole tournament has been. And Gulak now going to send Dunne into the corner. God, what a shot that was. And another one, no. He comes back though. Pete Dunne showing that fight. No. Gulak's just going to manhandle him into the corner. Just manhandles him into the corner now. Gulak splash. Lands the splash. And Gulak now. The Gulak. Gulak is locked in. Gulak is locked in. Dunne's touching the ropes, but I think the referee's telling him he's going to grab it. Dunne's touching the ropes. He's touching the ropes, but he's going to grab it. Oh, wait a minute. I think Gulak let it go for that very reason. In case he did grab the ropes, but now he just grabs the arm. And Gulak takes him over. It is locked in. On the back shoulder, Pete Dunne writhing around in pain. This has ended Akira Tozawa as well. Gulak, the master manipulator, could be manipulating his way all the way to WrestleMania. No, Dunne rolled out. Dunne rolled out, somehow gets out. Dunne with a shot. Dunne with a shot. Is it time? Bitter end. The bitter end lands, but so wisely. The ring IQ of Drew Gulak to get outside the ring, but Dunne rolls him in the ring. Pete Dunne rolls him in the ring, scrambling into the cover. The referee's got to get a good shot of the shoulders too. Has he done enough? Oh my God. It was just enough time. Just enough time for Drew Gulak to recover. So wise, the ring IQ is off the charts. Pete Dunne, he knows he's got him where he wants him. Pete Dunne will not stop. Pete Dunne will not wilt. More joint manipulation here. Right dead center in the ring. And the knees off the lower back. Knees off the lower back from Pete Dunne. And now Dunne's calling him on again. Dunne is calling him on again. Oh, I think he was looking for another bitter end. But somehow, Drew Gulak fights out. Oh my God! Boot to the face. And now Gulak sends him into the corner. What has he got planned here? Oh, wait a minute. Gulak takes the arm. Look out! Oh my God! From the second rope. Pete Dunne's shoulder might be separated right now. And Gulak is going to take him down. And he puts himself between the ropes. And it's curtains for Pete Dunne here. But Dunne, oh my God, Dunne flipped it over. Unbelievable counter from Pete Dunne. Gulak is fading here. Middle of the ring. Bully choke is in. Pete Dunne lets it go. I think Gulak's out on his feet here. Dunne with the shot. Do it, Pete. Bitter end number two. 1, 2. Pete Dunne is going to WrestleMania. That's guts. That's determination. Pete Dunne lost the first 2 matches of the tournament, but he gained a whole lot of heart. And it held him in such good stead. Look at that counter. Brilliant from Dunne. And he actually chokes him out here, I think. Or he at least gets him to a point where he can pick him up. And there is nothing left for Drew Gulak to counter the bitter end. Number 2. This time he doesn't roll out of the ring. Pete Dunne is heading to WrestleMania. It'll be Dijakovic. It'll be Dunne. It'll be Croatia versus England. Both men will be limping into Las Vegas. But it is all on the line. The final of the World Cup of Professional Wrestling, where the winner receives the commemorative World Cup Championship, but also, and most importantly, a future World Championship match. Pete Dunne narrowly defeats one of the tournament favorites, the USA Golden Boy, and Drew Gulak. Pete Dunne is on his way to Vegas. But so is this man, Dominik Dijakovic, the undefeated Croatian, the giant of the competition, is sauntering towards the ring. The heavy knee brace. And isn't this a face-off for the ages? Ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania Las Vegas. Croatia versus England. Dijakovic versus Dunne will crown the winner in Las Vegas.